What's going on, everyone? Welcome, and I guess welcome, depending on the platform you are watching on. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, hit that heart button, whatever it is. How's it going, everyone? It is Sunday, and usually I go through a roll call. We run through our intro, but I think we should probably check something out first. Seems to be a few of you, I don't know what's going on, talking about gold cash, and just before the live stream was starting, I was kind of looking into it a little bit, and this is right out the get-go so far. So moving forward, no one talk about gold cash, please, anymore. Like, I don't know if this is supposed to be some free promotion thing, or if you're just trying to pump something that doesn't look very well or anything. But let's just look at this right quick. Obviously, there's a few pools on it, gold cash, whatever, yada yada. Moving forward some more. Here we got the price. There's no volume on the coin. It looks like it's absolutely dead. Nothing happening. Price is very, very low. I'll adjust my screen so you can see this. 0.00005435 and a question mark. Zero volume. And then obviously their website looks like some weird thing where you can mine on Androids and all sorts of other things. So right now I would declare everybody out there, stay away from this. It's not looking good. So there's my opinion of gold cash. Anyone else start talking about it, you're probably not even a real person. So let's just end that right now. Anyway, moving forward, how's everyone doing? Nice little Sunday here. What's happening? How's that? There's a nice intro for today. So if be sure to check out the intro. Hopefully I hit the right button. Let's see. There you go. I hit the right button today. Awesome. Nice. Good stuff. So how's everyone doing? Let's do a quick roll call here. And yeah, no more gold cash stuff. I don't know what's going on with that. Got to look to it further, not just start pumping something out into a live chat here in case somebody ends up bad happening to you. So stay away from it for now until further notice. Oh, we got WHMR. We got RC Bad. We got OCTOMINER. We got RC, Mr. Hiccup, Dave Collins. What's going on? MC, Aragon Strider, Tom Neck, George Lowe's, Rudd Putz. What's happening? OCTOMINER. I said a few names already a couple times, but we're just trying to blow through this, right? John Law. I wanted to say Looney because the Canadian Looney, but yeah, OCTOMINER. Mark Ruby, Mogdog. What's happening? Chapass, TechMad TV. What's going on? Patrick Duncan, Chris Buku, Maku, White Arctic Walker. Fundamental, what's happening? Ahmet, Robert Schneider, something. Making statements. Raw said that. Patrick Duncan, what's happening? Raheem, what's going on? Jay Leo, Theo, Robert Schneider, Crypto Baltus, Seb Chap S, what's happening? Patrick Duncan, and Fudweiser, what's going on? What's happening? You get them CPUs straightened out yet, or do we got to work on that some more? Scott O. Lobo 420, and everything just skips. I have no idea where we are. Let me just check some other stuff here. And we got the child over here. What's going on? Cold here in Quebec, -21. You guys in one platform can't see this, and obviously vice versa. I can pop up my other chat if you guys would like to see as well. So boom, you can see I see multiple chats happening right there, but it covers half my screen, so I'm not going to really go through it. But yeah, the child 74, what's going on? He is saying it's cold there in Quebec, -21. That is fairly chilly. So crazy. Thank you for showing up, everybody. And, let's chat about whatever. What do you guys want to talk about? Let's take a look at some things. One thing, we're not looking into is normally Sundays is a little bit lower on the Ethereum network in terms of gas fees. And that's usually when I do get my payouts. But this Sunday is different. We're still, mining this broken network coin, and I'm still waiting for my payout. Gas is at 348 GWI. Oh my gosh. Like, I have mine set at 65, so I'm a long ways away from actually hitting that. You guys can't really see that, so I got to adjust my screen here a little better. Let's see. Moving up. There we go. You guys can probably see that better. So look at gas right here. 348 GWI right now. That's insane. What is going on here? And my limit is set at 65. So I'm not getting any payments anytime soon by the looks of this. So maybe next Sunday. That's all right. You know what? I'll just keep letting this unpaid balance roll up, and eventually I'll get a nice cheap payout, and it all works out in my favor anyway. So I'm just going to let that roll. Patience is key. Be patient when it comes to your payouts. Who cares what's going on? Ethereum's broken. It's moving to POS, and we won't be talking about it anymore. But you know what? Maybe we should start a new movement. Ethereum's constantly talked about in blog posts and this, so let's start pumping another coin. We got Flux out there. I would say Ethereum Classic could be another go-to, but they plan on in the future, I don't know a time frame, to swap into another algorithm, so I don't want to talk about them either. They can go do whatever they want to do. So what other coins do we got? We got Flux out there. We got Raven coin. We got, maybe I should go to what to mine so I can list all these things down here. But we should probably start talking about our next coins, because we need some future coins to get publicity. And with publicity comes eyes and, network and trading and price jumps, right? So it's time for miners to start looking past Ethereum. If you're building mining rigs right now, still today, if you are, I don't even know, looking into GPUs, I would not recommend it. Hardware is extremely expensive right now, and you're not going to be able to ROI. If the merge does happen within the time frame they're expecting, you're not going to ROI any coin anymore unless we do see a big pump happening sometime really, really soon. But everything's looking pretty stable, and potentially we could run into a winter moving forward. But we still don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, we got Ergo, we got Rio, we got Flux, obviously. We got Equilibra, Zero, Conceal, Tent. No idea what that is, but that's on here. But we have all these other coins. Aeon, obviously, that's a wicked one. Conflux, yeah, I'm still up in the air about them. They lied to a lot of us miners in the past. If you're not sure what I mean by that, when Conflux first, started rolling out here, they promised no halving or anything for 3 or 4 years or something. And then, it was really profitable. It was more profitable than Ethereum at the time. And then they went straight out and went out of nowhere, because they said it was a community vote. They went straight out and they did a 75%er. So they didn't even have it. They went over halving, cutting that block reward. So who knows? Any time of the day, they can just say, we're going to do this now. Boom. And then, it could happen. They'll say, we voted. But you know what? Their original timeline was we're not doing nothing for at least this amount of years. Miners are safe. And then they did that. So I don't really like or trust Conflux in my personal mind. But if it becomes profitable to mine, at least for a little while, then why not, I guess. I'm in it for profitability. You guys are probably in it for profitability. I don't really care much on the back end and blockchains of any of these coins. I just, mine for profitability. And that's what mostly my channel is about. ASIC mining, CPU mining, GPU mining. I'm just looking to see what's the most profitable coin to mine at the current time frame. So yeah, there we go. There's my little doohickey spiel on that. What's going on here? We got Dustin King. Thank you very much for the $9.99 USD donation. Hey Rabid, what's your user interface? And is that that you use that has crypto on right and your YouTube videos on the left? What user interface is? Yeah, if you must be new to the channel, thank you for showing up. Much appreciated. This is actually my own website. This is rabidmining.com. I do have an email and everything through this. contact@rabidmining.com as well is my legit business email, but I don't really use it for YouTube and stuff. I just use the hotmail.com one. I use the rabidmining.com one to get through to companies like AMD, Intel, and stuff like that, who, require a dedicated email address so they don't think, you're just some random person or whatever. But, most of the time those guys don't answer me anyway. But that is what I use that email address for. But yeah, this is my website. It's all set up. It's got my merch on it. It's got my YouTube videos. It's got crypto prices that I follow myself on the right. I can add more if you guys want more added. That is not an issue whatsoever. I do blog posts on here. So I got write-ups and everything NVIDIA CMPs, 170s. I got the 3900X Raptorium hash rate blogs I wrote. I got my CPU mining rig build where I recommend hardware and whatnot. I got a write-up on my A2000 hash rate test. So I do blogs on the side as well as this channel and streaming and all sorts of other stuff as well. I'm also working on, let's see here, where is it? Crypto mining hardware. If I click this link right here, I might have to go to a bigger screen for you guys. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of like a self-promotion, I guess, for me. But I'm trying to work this as a tool. I got to work out this dark mode because sometimes it doesn't work very good. But yeah, here you can see now I'm going to put different affiliate links and everything. And here in hardware, I do use personally myself as well. If I click on PSUs, it's going to bring me to a bunch of PSUs and then write-ups and links and whatever else and a whole bunch of stuff. I got hardware on here. I got news on here. I got all sorts of stuff. A donation link, obviously my merch link, everything through there. Let's get back to dark mode before I blind you guys. I do have some tweaking to do because, yeah, like I said, that dark mode interferes with some aspects of the website. But that's what it is. This is my website. So that's what you got seeing right here. Conceal is the best. I have actually, I do have a conceal wallet. I don't know how much is in it. I got lots of wallets that I've mined previous times here and there. I don't know how much of anything I really do have because I'm constantly trying different things. But yeah, I don't know for sure how well conceal is, but obviously you say it's the best. So that's a good thing. You know, we need to start pumping these other crypto coins as miners in general, because Ethereum is moving to the way where we will no longer be able to mine it. And the majority of all the eyes and everything on Ethereum is coming from miners talking about it. NVIDIA and other gaming blogs saying all their GPUs are disappearing because of Ethereum, everything's always about Ethereum and gamers and GPUs. So now we got to hopefully have another coin to move to that will take the spotlight and potentially see a decent pump. And then ultimately, you know, Ethereum could slowly in the background, less size on it, will slowly crash and burn. But who knows if that'll happen or not. I have a 6 Pentium 2s and 3s mining Monero. What? I will get 2.2 in like 50 days. What's going on? I have never. What is Monero? Monero. Oh, okay. I got you. XMR. I got you. You got to say it a little faster, and then, you know, it clicks in your mind. I see what you're doing there. Yeah, XMR, not very well, maybe for that CPU, but maybe you should try Looney News. You should maybe try AVN on that CPU and see how it does. It's not L3 cache heavy like Raptorium or Haven, so you may see a little better, what's called gains and stuff over like AVN or something other than XMR. XMR is not very profitable mine directly, just because it's almost like the Bitcoin of CPU mining, where it has a massive amount of hash rate. So, you know, try something with lower difficulty. You may be able to pick up your profitability on something like Avian. What's up, Rabbit? Gold Cash. Yeah, don't mention it. There's tech. Yeah, don't talk about that stuff. Oh yeah, I wanted to bring up another thing. When you click, where's the mine? Oh, I erased it. Okay, never mind. We're not talking about it. But when I was looking up that Gold Cash thing before the stream started, just quick skimming through it, I clicked on a Z-Pool, and they had a link up there for, can we start, was it a Doge Cat? I don't know, a Doge Cat coin. I was like, is this going to become a thing? Please don't become a thing. But there's literally just like the exact same Dogecoin symbol, cat, whatever, but it had like a cat nose. So the Dogecoin, dog, everything with a cat nose and maybe its ears. I don't know. It was something, it was crazy. I don't know what's going on there. Too many crazy things going on right now. You'd think we were in a massive bull run right now with the coins that are starting to pop out. But yeah, be very careful, guys. Very, very careful. I had 400,000 plus XLM for $200. Sadly, I sold them all for a slight gain. XLM. Which one is XLM? That's not no Scala, XLA. Which one's that XLM? That's not Haven, is it? No, I'm confused. Is that Haven? What is that? What's XLM? I gotta look that up now because now I'm all messed up and confused. XLM. Crypto. What are you? Stellar? No. Is that Stellar? XLM. Stellar. Okay, that's Stellar. Gotcha. I don't know how I didn't realize what that was. Anyway, moving forward. I'm so dumb. No, I'm here every day. I must have missed that. Oh, Dustin. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all right. If you have questions, there's no such thing as a dumb question. Unless you're talking about, you know, something that's that didn't make sense what I was gonna say. Anyway, let's get here. Threadripper Fund in the left corner. Threadripper Fund. Oh my gosh. Yes, Threadripper Fund. I need a Threadripper, guys. 100%. TechMad, 5 USD. Thank you very much. Gary Peters reminded me. Threadripper Fund. Let's go. Yeah. Threadripper Fund, guys. I'm still scrolling through chat, so I don't know what's going on here. I'm trying to keep up and see what you guys are talking about because, you know, that's what oh, sorry, my throat is really dry today. The community is what drives the channel, obviously, and having a strong community is what you guys are. You guys are an amazing community. You guys are awesome. So I do try to go through on videos every single comment. I try to go through every chat in the live streams, and I try to see your guys' input on top of mine and answer questions out there that I may be able to answer. So, blah, blah. I'm talking too fast. I'm just getting ahead of myself. Doja Cat. Yeah, it was Doja Cat. I don't know what's going on here. Never mind, I'm good. You missed 2 super chats. I missed 2? Did I really? I got TechMans just now. 5 USD, Gary Peters. And then scrolling up, there's another one. Dustin King. I caught that one. Is there another one? I remember I'm still catching up on chat here, so I don't know if I missed them both. Let me know, guys. But get that Threadripper Fund rolling through it. I also have a PayPal link in the description, and you know it's 100% to obviously the channel instead of, you know, whoever taking that thingamajigger. I don't know how much information I can relay on that without getting in trouble. So that's all I'm going to say. Stellar XLM. Okay, you guys are all answering my question. I was looking it up there. All right, right. Sounds good. I always confuse it with XRP and Ripple. Yeah, XLM is cheap to use. Is it? Yeah, that's what's good. I got a 1950X Threadripper. How are you liking that thing? The 1000 series Threadrippers, you know, I was looking into them. They're a decent price, but they lack the L3 cache to fully utilize them because they are an older gen Threadripper. And I do believe like the 5000 series, the 5950X and stuff are better than the older Threadrippers. So maybe that's why they're a lot cheaper, but keep that in mind when looking forward. Look at how much L3 cache those CPUs do utilize. 16 core, farming Chia. I still got, you know, a couple hard drives on Chia. It's not doing too great. How long do you think the SC Prime will stay profitable with ASIC miners? SC Prime? What is SC Prime? I'm not, the only ASIC miner I got rolling right now is the Antminer L3 Plus, and I have been getting comments. People are looking for the profitability on that, so I'm going to be looking in that sometime tonight, maybe tomorrow, to release that later on this week of, 2022 Antminer L3 Plus. Is it still profitable? We're going to take a look at it. My 5950X blows my 1950X out of the water. No competition. Yeah, and that's usually due to the L3 cache utilizing more, depending on the coin you're mining. Also, that's 16 thread. Yeah, they're actually thread counts and core counts. They're exactly the same. But yeah, the 5950X, you can see how far they did advance. And I'm stoked for next series, the 5000 series Rippers, but we'll see how they go. Obviously, they're going to be very expensive, but who knows? SC Prime is another version of 6 coin. I don't even know what 6 coin is. Oh my gosh, there's so many coins out here. Why are you being timed out for asking the most basic of questions? Go Chronic Gaming. What are you asking? What's going on? Let me just check, see if we got something going on another chat here. The child. What do you got? 011 still proper place to mine Raptorium. 011 data you can still mine out, but I did mention yesterday. I'm not sure if you've seen that or not, but it is looking like 011 data pool for Raptorium potentially could be shutting down at the end of this month due to the fact that my mod, he does it all in his free time. He's getting really busy with other things that he's looking into, and he may not be able to maintain and stuff. So if it ever crashes sometime in the future, you know, it could be down for a long time and not be fixed and all this other stuff. So he is thinking about taking it down. Now, I don't have a confirmation yet. If you are in the Discord, the link is in the description. If you are not and you want to join the Discord and talk to me, my mods, anybody about anything, or, you know, new coins that are coming out or whatever, or video ideas, join it for that too. Post your rig pics, all this good stuff. You know, he will be posting in the 011 data pool when he knows for sure what's going on. So we're just waiting for an update to see when he actually decides what he's going to do with it. So right now it's up in the air, but it is sounding like the 011 data pool will be shutting down at the end of the month. And AVN working fine on CPU, but AVNs are better on GPU. The child, I think you're mixing up the algorithms. Now, I did a test previously, and it did work out to be because the GPU side of AVN is running on X16RT, and the CPU mining side is running on Minotaur X. That they're two different algorithms, so they're going to be hashing at two different hash rates. Now that means you cannot compare, you know, like say 200 mega hash versus, depending on the size of your farms. I think when I did it, I was around 200 and some mega hash on my GPU side, and around, I don't know, 40, 50, 60 kilohash. I can't remember what I was actually at on my CPU mining side. And my CPU mining side was running more efficiently to the coins getting. I was getting, I think, around the same amount or maybe slightly more coins with the CPUs than the GPU mining side. So keep that in mind. They're two different algorithms. They hash differently. You cannot take one algorithm and compare it to the hash rate of another algorithm because it's not going to work out that way. You're just going to run into issues if that's how you're calculating things. I can't other people into where were you chat? You can't other people. Oh, you can't see the other people. Oh, that's because you're on a different platform. I'm streaming on two different platforms right now currently. So you're not seeing all the other chats that I'm talking about because you're in a different platform than the other one. I would say the name straight out, but I can't say that due to conflicts between the two companies. Okay, now going back to the big main chat here. What do we have going on here? MC, do you think AVN will rise and the price will go up? I have no idea. Like, we don't know what's going to happen with AVN. Let's just, you know what? Let's just take a look at our Ethereum stuff for a second before we jump into everything here. Usually I do this all the time. We take a look at our Ethereum block rewards and all that good stuff. And it's, look, why is my screen all messed up? I guess we'll go to this one. 2.1, 2, 2.2, 2.6. Like, yeah, gas fees are up. A lot of Ethereum's being burnt currently, but our block rewards, because no one is paying the miner tip, which we usually do see when it comes to NFTs, they pay those miner tips for faster transactions. We're not seeing it because no major NFT drops that I'm aware of have been dropping recently. Last month, we saw a lot. We were getting some nice, huge 200th blocks, but now it looks like it's been pretty slow ever since. So standard 2.2 or whatever. Take a look at our Ethereum hash rate here. And we are now peaking around. What are we at here? Oh, we hit 971 and we're sitting at 945 terahash currently. But yeah, who knows? Are we going to hit the 1 PT? What is it? What's the next one in line? Is it Farahash or whatever it is? Parahash? I don't even know what the next one is. I think it's the one with a P, and then it moves to the one with the E, and that's when we start getting to like some crazy Bitcoin hash rate numbers. But right now, yeah, we're sitting at the 145 terahash mark, which is a lot. It's definitely moving up, but we'll see what happens moving forward. You know, that difficulty is slowly ticking down all the profitabilities across GPUs. Talk about it a little bit once in a while, how the profitability does affect it. A lot of people are mad because, you know, Raptorium difficulty spiked. It only went up, you know, from 5, 10, 20, 40. When everyone started getting, it was about 40 mega hash, I believe. It went up to about 200, peaked at 400 because of, you know, that big mining farm that kind of got hijacked there. And then now it dropped down to around the 220 mega hash mark. Now looking into Ethereum, that slow hash rate dropped up. 1 gigahash right now is making less than half of Ethereum per month, when a year and a half ago, when Ethereum network was only at like 400 terahash, 300 terahash or so, you know, 380 mega hash was mining 1.2 Ethereum per month. So that difficulty is slowly creeping up. It is destroying your profitabilities, but people don't really notice because the fiat value of Ethereum is nice and high. So, you know what? Oh yeah, awesome. This is really profitable, but you got to, you know, get a lot of hardware in order to maintain the slow increase of the difficulty and hash rate that's following the network. And remember, once Ethereum does move to proof of stake, there's 50 to 55% of that hash rate is most likely GPUs and not ASICs. That is going to flood all the other coins that have a fraction of that hash rate, even when you compare it and times it divided by 2 and all these other things, depending on the different algorithms that they use. You know, GPU mining is going to crash in profitability across the board on every single coin out there, you know, at least for months. So it's going to be a while till GPUs pick up. That's why we got to start pumping some other coins so that something will be profitable again in the future for all of us. And I didn't switch my screen back to this. Sorry, guys. There we go. Also, hey, we'll see I'm here. Subscribe, guys. Thumbs up button, guys. Heart button, follow, all that good stuff. Okay, let's get to the chat. Let me just check what's going on. We have some more questions. Oh, yeah, I did have a poll. Let's go through the poll. What are you guys asking? I did ask, what are you guys mining with? Looks like 58, 57 to 58. What is going on in chat? Why is it going so fast? Or is it just catching up for me? I don't know. It might have, I don't know what's going on there. My chat was going insane. Probably because I just went back to the screen and was flipping through everything you guys are saying. So anyway, let's get back to this poll here. What are you guys mining with? 57% is saying you're mining with GPUs. We have 19% of you mining on CPUs, 2% on ASICs, and 21% is a mixed between all three. I think the best way moving forward to look into the future when it comes to mining profitabilities and everything is, number one, obviously it's all about efficiency. Older ASIC miners also, like GPUs are more efficient than the older miners, but some miners can only mine certain algorithms where GPUs can't. So you got to keep that in mind, what you want to mine. But it's very, very good to diversify all your hash rate. So I would recommend myself GPU mining, CPU mining, and ASIC mining. Try to dabble a little bit into all three and see which one's doing better. You know, obviously if something is burning up way too much power than what you're actually getting, which is what we could see with GPUs moving forward. If you don't think that coin is going to pump, then potentially you might want to just, you know, maybe shut those off and just dabble in the CPU side for a while or just the ASIC side for a while. But I do think moving forward, when this merge initially does happen for a good couple months, we could see CPUs as well as obviously ASICs. More importantly, those Cardano miners and stuff, those things are extremely profitable because Kadana did pump and it still has decent prices there. So Kadana ASIC miners are like the #1 go-to currently, but with these pumps do come prices pumps, and they're going for like 3, 4, 5 times the price of what they were initially released at. So keep that in mind as well. It's also keep in mind the hardware price of all this stuff when it's moving forward. And with GPUs being as high as they are right now, eventually those prices will slowly drop down, because the scalpers, they're going to be like, whoa, there's more and more GPUs going on. Like, some scalpers don't know what's going on. They just see, whoa, these prices are really high. I'm going to buy that and try and sell. I'm going to see if I can get it cheaper and try and sell it higher. And that's what's going on there. But eventually, all these scalpers that are buying this stuff to scalp, they're going to be stuck with all this hardware and not be able to sell it, because more and more GPUs and mining rigs, whatever else, are going to be hitting the network. And then obviously they're going to be like, okay, in order to sell your stuff, pricing have to drop. And then they're going to be in competitions to try to get rid of it, because then eventually news stories will break and people will be like, oh, what? People aren't mining anymore. This is going on. The prices will start to fall. But it's all a big ripple effect and what's going on. Also, with NVIDIA starts throwing out more supply and stuff, we don't know what's going to happen. But you kind of got to watch every angle to get an eye on what's happening in perspective. But prices will start to drop, especially once the merge does go through. So just keep in mind, open eye on all that stuff. I mine on phones. Nice. I tried mining on my phone once. What did I mine? XLA, I think it was. I think I tried mining on XLA. I was getting like 1,000 XLA a day or something, or 800. I can't even remember. No, wait, that seems high. Maybe I was only getting like 1,000 hash rate or 800 hash rate or something. I don't even remember what it was, but it was really, really low. But it was possible. Oh, what's your miner? Who's miner? Maybe PS5. I don't think the PS4 can, at least not at. Hey, you know what? I was really, really thinking about looking for a PS5 for that very reason. I wanted to see if I could somehow get into it. Maybe, install HiveOS or something onto this thing. Now, there's no miners optimized for this, but really, like, they're just like AMD GPUs and stuff in there, isn't there? So maybe Team Red Miner or something could work a little bit. But I was really thinking about getting a PS5 and, dabbling in to see if I can even if I could get it to like WebMine or something through a web miner. I don't know. But no, I think it'd be very interesting to try it. You haven't even opened your PS5. Oh my gosh. Insane. I got a PS3. Will it mine? I don't know. That's a good one. That'd be good series. Will it mine? Will it mine? Being in floor for months. Do you mine RTM or AVN? Currently, right now, do I have my HiveOS up? I do not. So let's take a look at my HiveOS. I am rolling inside of AVN currently. Here's my screen. I'm going to have to adjust it so you guys can see this. Hold up. That one looks like it work all right. So let's open into this. So it looks like about 156 kilohash on AVN right now with my CPU. So I guess I was saying 40 or 50. So I'm at about 156 kilohash with these CPUs. Now, I remember I have my 5950X that's not online right now. And I guess that would be about it that you can't see here. Oh, and Rig 3, which is Chia farming as well as mining Ergo, is not on here because it's in Windows doing all that other stuff as well. So those two CPUs are not online. But I have about 156 kilohash. I am on day 6 right now of my AVN profitability. Last week I did Raptorium to check into it, see how profitable it was looking with all this difficulty and everything. This week is AVN. Next week I think I'm going to do Monero Ocean. And then I don't know what I'm going to do after that. I'm really debating on trying to solo mine Raptorium again, but I don't really know if I can do that or just throw everything back on Raptorium. For real, I'm like, I don't know. There's something about me. I'm not saying it's legit or anything, but I'm really bullish on Raptorium. The smart nodes and everything, the percentage back you get from your coins, like even at its low price, it's still pretty good profitability. And if you let that build up over the years or whatever, that free passive income, it does get bigger and bigger. And if a Raptorium ever does hit a nice pump in the future, which potentially they have the potential to do it, they have very active devs, and they, smart contracts, these other things are implementing this year allegedly. So who knows, if something does happen on that coin, that'd be insane. That'd be awesome. I really hope something explodes on CPU mining, honestly, because I love CPU mining. It's a lot of fun, and you really should try it out if you haven't yet. Back in the day, I have 5 PS3s. Oh, really? 5 of them? I think I have a PS1 somewhere that was obviously chipped and stuff. Same with the PS2. I I had a PS3. It's upstairs, not hooked up to anything. I believe the PS4, the little one's playing Ark on it right now. And I got the PS4 Pro beside me that I use sometimes, but I don't really use it that much anymore. And I'm looking to try to get a PS5 sometime, but we'll see. I can't even make $5 a day on my 3080 Ti anymore. Oh, I know. Like, I don't know. 3080 Ti, have you tried that thing on Flux? What's a 3080 Ti making these days? Anyway, I don't really look up LHR GPUs. I only have two. I have a 3060 version 2 LHR, and I have a 3060 Ti LHR. Every other card I have, all my 3080s, 3090 obviously is non-LHR, but all my 3060 Ti's and everything, they're all non-LHR cards. So that's all I've been looking for. I was picky and whatever else, but that's just me. So 3080 Ti, where are you? 3080 Ti right there. Can you guys see this? Or I gotta adjust my screen. Yeah, you guys can kind of see this. Try that one. Nope, not that one. Why is that? That's supposed to be my web reading one. Why is it all messed up? Hold on, let me adjust this. Oh no, I just moved the wrong one. This one. Come on. Move. Oh, there we go. Maybe I accidentally moved it. So this is there. That might be better. This is my web reading switch. So hopefully it works now. So 3080 Ti, current profitability. I do see some ads at me I will get to in a second here. Just want to see what's going on here. Ethereum, 352 before power, or after power, 421 before. Ergo, 287 is second place there on the 3080 Ti. Not too bad. Nice efficient algorithm for sure. Love Ergo myself. I don't know what's going on with the network, but you know what it's going to do. But you know, the efficiency that Ergo provides while mining it, if it stays up here, you know, that's awesome. And then we got Ravencoin, Conceal. So yeah, obviously it's still showing Ethereum as the top coin, even for the 3080 Ti. Okay, let's see what's going on. There were some ads here. Let me minus out this poll for a second. How much have you made from mining? Hey, you know what? I don't really know. It depends. You want to look at current profitability or do you want to look at past? Now, I don't really know how much I've actually made. If I go into Flexpool right here myself, I can look at my previous payments. Total paid looks like about 14,000 USD. Remember, I'm in Canada, so I don't know what that is. Almost 20,000 Canadian in the past, whatever. I haven't been on, so this is under a year. Look, I think, because I was planning on doing a video 1 year on Flexpool, because I think I looked at it last night. It said 11 months. So about 11 months I've been on Flexpool. I've just hit 1 gigahash, so I've slowly been building ever since. So keep that in mind as well. I haven't always had a 1 gigahash. I had like 500, 600 gigahash, slowly building up 1 card at a time because I am picky. I care more about efficiency until I bought that 3090 because I wanted to test it. Obviously, if 3090 is not the most efficient GPU, it's probably one of the least efficient GPUs out there when it comes to mining. Anyway, moving forward, that's just my thoughts on that. But yeah, it looks like about 14,179 in here. Now, when it comes to Raptorium, current profitability, I don't know what all I got on profitability. iNode's working today. Let's find out. iNode's, log in. I'm going to have to do this somewhere else. Log in. I don't even know what I got. We did get payment yet. Oh, we should have had payments day. Yeah, today is also Raptorium iNode payment day. So I'll see what's happening there. I got to transfer more in later. Where is my stats? Collateral. It looks like I have about 10,400 USD worth of Raptorium. Now, when it was up to like 8 cents, I was at like over 40. I was at over 40,000 Raptorium in Canadian. So in 3 months, that's insane because I did get into it and got lucky early. We just got payments. I'm already at 502. What was my last rewarded pending payment? So Raptorium payments pending. You guys can't see this, can you? Can you guys see that? Daily, weekly. Where's my... Oh, they changed everything again. I just did a video on how they update it. Now they changed it again. Okay, here's my payments for today. So 14, 18, 250. You know what? I could just go to my Zelcore wallet and figure out how much I got from SmartNodes because that's a lot easier, and that's why I set it up that way. Let's open up Zelcore and see what today's payment was. If it even came out today. Last week it was late. So I'm going to take a look at Zelcore. This is where I do receive my payments from the Raptorium SmartNodes. An update is coming in, yada, yada, yada. Stop, move, do this again. Ow, wait, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I really messed everything up now, guys. Zelcore, go away. Why did you do this to me? Okay, there we go. Zelcore, don't do this to me again. I'm warning you. Oh, of course, now you pop up with the update when I'm middle of typing. There we go, Zelcor. Tell me what we got. Zelcor. Oh, do I gotta close you first? Open. Now you gotta load your stuff. There you go. Little trick. Minimize it, then open it, and it works. What do I got in here? 3584. So for this week, did I get it today? January 16th. Yeah, so today's rewards did go out. For the week in smart nodes, I got 3,584 Raptorium. For just having that in the smart nodes. So this is not mine. I'm literally getting more now from the smart nodes than I'm actually getting while mining. So later on today, I'm gonna be sending all that right back to the smart node, but I do like to keep track of the payments that I do get. So altogether, I guess for this year, plus I have a whole bunch of other coins. I got XMR, and I don't really know how much I made through mining for this past year, but probably 40, 50,000 aroundish, potentially. I don't really know, depending on everything I've been testing it. No, actually, it's not that high, maybe 35. I don't really know. Not 100% sure how much it all is, really. But I remember I use most of that also to buy like GPUs. I use my Ethereum to pay for all my stuff in my channel. I use crypto.com, transfer to your Visa. Then you can use that Visa anywhere. Amazon, CPUs I purchased with it, all sorts of things. So how much I actually have sitting in, my wallets is obviously not what is sitting from all those totals I showed you earlier, because most of that's all gone. Because that is my channel fund, really. I mine for my channel so I can get hardware to showcase and test and everything else. So I'm not a hodler, I'm a user. And really, that's what crypto needs. A good coin to move forward needs use, and I obviously use mine. How much mega hash, giga hash then do you get? Do I get on what? TZ Jamie. Well, what do you mean? Am I getting on which? On what? Fill me in. You talk about on Ethereum mining, I'm about little over a gigahash, like 1.06 gigahash. On Raptorium mining, I'm on, you know what? I don't even know what my full hash rate is. When it comes to, we can look at all my rigs actually online. Actually, they're not all online because my workstation's down. Oh no, I got 2 rigs down. Which rig is down? Oh, rig 3 went down on me. I hate Windows. I hate Windows. Sorry, guys. When my Windows rig went down again, I hate that. I hate Windows. So I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna be getting rid of my Chia mining, I think, and throwing that thing in Hive OS because my Windows rig likes to go down on me, and I just despise Windows when it comes to mining. Don't like it whatsoever. So I'm gonna be throwing that thing into Hive OS here soon. I don't even know if it's an update. It's just Windows in general. I don't like it at all. Actually, I think what it is, I think I got to update my AMD drivers. It could be the AMD driver that's constantly crashing because there is a 4 gigabyte GPU mining in there as well, mining Ergo, like I kind of said earlier. And I always notice I am getting Adrenaline driver crashes and stuff. And I think that's what's rebooting it. So it could be AMD. AMD makes the worst drivers out there. I do see that they have a new one there, so maybe it'll fix it, but we'll see what happens. I'll try that and then we'll see what happens. But, for the most part, I don't like Windows at all for mining. Like, you can SSH into Windows rigs for sure, but Hive OS, for me, my honest opinion, is the go-to. Because, I can go wherever. I can go to town. I can go grocery shopping. I just pick up my phone. Oh, I'm going to change my coin today. I'm going to mine something else. I can do it right through my phone in the grocery store if I want. Or I could check my hash rates. Like, Hive OS just makes everything that much easier. Yeah, you have to pay for it, but it's not very much compared to, how much you're actually mining. So, to me, I think it's worth it. Windows just VRAM, then it reboot. Oh, Dave's not here, man. Oh, I haven't heard that forever. Dave's not here, man. I better check this other platforms. What do we got going on? We got a first-time chat viewer from Chrisoff. Okay, that's some type of ad. I wish my Windows would go down on me. Gluthoric, what's going on? I wish my Windows would go down. I mean, your Windows is nice and stable. Well, that's good. I probably got to fix something there then. But if you have a nice stable Windows rig rolling, then that's just fine. But remember, I am mining. Like, what am I doing on that thing? I'm farming Chia. I am GPU mining with a 4 gigabyte GPU on Ergo. I'm also CPU mining on that rig. So I got all 3 triage going on that single rig there, Everything's going fine except for Windows wants to reboot at times. And I do think it's probably that Adrenalin AMD driver. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll update that and see if it becomes more stable. But for the most part, that's why I kind of want to get a server rig together. That way it can run, like, test out my own type of pools, test out some nodes and stuff moving forward into the future. Because a lot of things are going to be changing when it comes to mining. Yadacoin being one of them. I haven't showed you guys how to mine that one yet. I've been testing it. People have been mining it in Discord. But just mining pools are all exactly the same. It's kind of weird. So to solo mine, I want to go out and I want to make my own node and pool and mine to it in my house so I can solo mine it through there myself. So that's another reason why I want a server pool or a server thing. And then I could throw my chia farming plots on that and let it farm my chia for me as well. And then I could slap rig 3 into Hive OS like I always intended to do, but I just haven't got to it yet. You're so much clearer on this platform. What, really? Oh, looks like the other way is ready to roll. Gluthoric, what do you mean by clear? Fill me in. Like the image quality is clear or the voice is clear? Let me know. I'm curious how the two platforms intermingle. Maybe one is better than the other. Oh, it was a bad joke. Oh, gotcha. Okay, check it out. All right, moving forward. So it looks like all my chats are working. I'll just pop that up for you guys so you guys can see it too. Where's the chats? Bam. You guys see that? You guys see the other chats? You guys can talk to each other. You guys can like intermingle with each other and be like, no, we're better. No, you're better. That'll be fun, wouldn't it? But I got to work on that a little bit more. I got to get it kind of where it's, I got to turn that off for now because it is blocking it. So I want to make the background transparent and other things. I got a lot of work and tweaking to do across this multi-platform streaming and integrations and everything, but we'll see. All good on the T1. All right. Sounds good. Video is better. Oh, the video is better on the other one. Okay. Talk about solo. Ugh. You know what? I'm always tempted to try solo, but I always fail. So solo mining is literally do at your own risk. Like I know you'll think, oh, there's a low difficulty on this coin, on this network. So I'm going to solo mine it and hit a lot of blocks and do it. Okay. That I thought that too, early Raptorium, early AVN days. I fail. Try something with it once it picks up again, then it comes to where a solo mining block in a week will be slightly more than mining to a pool for a week. So you're going to try solo. All you got to do is hit one block in a week now instead of multiple per day. I go and fail at that again. So every time myself personally, I have no luck. I tried solo on all these things. I failed where other people, they can hit out a block, no problem. Just like those two Bitcoin guys, 116 and 120 terahash. They both solo mined a Bitcoin block. Insanely massive amounts of luck in 2 days. Wow. I wish. Anyway, but yeah, I suck at solo. I fail at solo. If you want to try solo, it's always do at your own risk. You may do it. I see people like right now mining AVN solo and they're hitting blocks. That's good. But are you hitting enough to make it more profitable than a pool is the question. My past experiences, early Raptorium days, 5-6 megahash on the network. I had 6 rigs. Now I have 10 or 11 CPU mining rigs. I had 6 at the time. I was mining 9,500 Raptorium coins per day. And I would have had to hit 3 blocks to be on par or 4 blocks to be more profitable than mining to the pool. I tried 24 hours, 48 hours of Raptorium solo mining. I didn't hit any blocks. And I needed to hit 3 or 4 blocks per day to be on par with the pool. So I really think even on low difficulty coins, going to a pool is better because one, if you have a massive amount of hash rate and you're onto the pool, you have those little few other guys that are on the pool as well, but you have all the hash rate. So you're still going to get all these rewards, majority of the rewards that these other guys are also helping you hit that block. So in my opinion, I always think pool mining is better. So that's just me, myself. Yeah, you can do what you want. If you want to solo mine, by all means, go for it. If you get lucky, you could 100% be lucky and smash out them blocks. But myself, I've always failed. But again, I just talked about earlier, I'm going to try Raptorium again for a week and see. Because one block will be more profitable than mining for a week. But I always fail, and I'm up in the air, and I always get drawn back into the whole solo mining lottery thing, thinking, what if? And that's what it is. What if? It could happen. It might not happen. But that's just me. Yeah, WHMR right there. Solo is gambling. Do it at your own risk. I recommend a pool all the time. Even if there's one other guy on the network, solo pool mine with him, that guy. Put your hash rate together and you guys will have 100% together instead of him potentially taking away some blocks from you. But yeah, that's just me. Solo is the same thing. It's just people with patient solo mine with no pool fees. Very true, but a lot of the pools also charge pool fees as well. It's kind of crazy how that happens. There's a lot of people solo mining with like higher pool fees than when they're like would be on like pool mining with everyone else. So I don't know what's going on with that. What do you think about RaveOS? Have you tried it? I have not tried it. I've heard people talk about it, but no, I have not tried it. I haven't really Simple Mining, all those other places. I have not tried any of them ever, really. I was thinking about it, but honestly, like I like HiveOS that it does everything I need to do. So why would I switch? It's like, why fix what's not broken? I like the UI. I like the to be able to do anything whenever I want. But you can do the same things on all these other operating systems like HiveOS, maybe RaveOS, but I haven't tried it. Simple Mining stuff, whatever. But, I just like HiveOS, and I just don't really plan on trying anything else. Unless, someone comes up to me and goes, yo, try our platform out. We'll give you $1,000. I'll be like, okay, no problem. Just kidding. My BTC solo lottery machine says I'll find one in about 112,000 days. That's insane. I know. The hash rate on Bitcoin is absolutely insane. What do you think about the other coin that cannot be mined? What do you mean by another coin that cannot be mined? You're referring to like, let's say, Matic or Polygon or something like that, where I'm assuming you're referring to something like unmineable, where I guess you could do, and I always talk about it previously, like unmineable, NiceHash, these are third-party platforms that are made to make your life easier, but what they're making easier is the transition from mining one coin and getting paid out in the other coin. So they're taking a middleman fee. Now, I never really deep dived into Unmineable to see how much it is or what their fees really are. And you also got to keep in mind the pool they're using. They're not using a massive pool like, FlexPool, Ethermine, all those other ones are, unless they're just not listed on MinerStat. But you got to keep in mind if they're even finding blocks. If they have a small pool you're mining to one coin, and you're trying to get something else, then you're not going to be finding blocks and all this stuff very often. Obviously, you're going to get a nice big reward, but it's going to take a long time. But they're also taking a fee every time they do this transition over. So if you were to go over there and just do it yourself, mine the coin directly, exchange it yourself, you may be saving yourself some fees and potentially be making it more. So in my honest opinion, instead of using the platform like Unmineable and other stuff like that, do the little extra work, which comes in like with spec mining, do the extra work, extra exchanges, it takes longer to sell or something, but you're making more because of it instead of mining the easier way, which those guys are just taking more cuts out of it. So save your money, make more, do it yourself is what I always try to point out there. I have 13 GPUs on for free. What? 13? Oh, nice. Yeah. One mining rig is 100% free. You have 4 free rigs as long as you're mining anything on HiveOS. Or are we even talking about HiveOS still? Maybe you're mining something else. Anyone still dual mining ZIL? I believe a lot of people are still dual mining ZIL. I haven't done it for a while. I usually every couple months I go back onto EZIL.me or something. Then I shoot back straight to Ethereum. Then I go back for a little more ZIL. But I haven't done it for a while. So maybe I got to go back again. I don't know. I think RaveOS still doesn't support CPU mining, so that could be a problem for many of us. Yeah, if it doesn't support CPU mining, see you later. Not even looking at you. So RaveOS, if you hear this later on, get on it. It's not free. They take a 3% cut. Who's taking a 3% cut? Right now, Mineable works for Raven after halving. Yeah, you can get Raven through it and stuff and, get decent profits. But again, like I said, why don't you just swap it out yourself? Switch those coins, use the exchanges yourself, and then you're not paying Unmineable an extra fee because they're making money off you. Just remember that. They're making a little bit of money off you, and you don't even realize it or notice it because, it's nice and easy. You're just seeing your payments come in. His primary business is from people purposely losing about 60% to exchange in one currency into another somewhat anonymously. That's insane. What do y'all think about Genesis mining? I do not know what's going on there. In Crypto Haven, hello, what's going on? What's happening? Guys, Threadripper Fund, super chats, hit it up. Or, PayPal in the description as well. That's probably better. Oh, going to the other chat. What do we got going on here? Like Kobe, only time I'll say good luck. Good job. Lobo. Yeah, no kidding. I switched to go here to see if the mic is cutting out. Would stop. And it did. What? The mic was cutting out on the other one? Really? It was like Stuttering, hard to explain. Really? So it's nice and calm in this platform, and very, very interesting stuff. Look at that. We got a nice test going on between platforms, and one looks like it is probably outperforming the other. Dun dun dun. All right. Which Threadripper do I want? Well, I want the biggest one there is, obviously, but no, actually, the third. Actually, I don't know. Let's take a look at Threadrippers. Probably I'd probably go with the 3970X. I think it has the best budget and value to what you get out of it. The bigger the Threadripper you go, they become more and more expensive for getting less. So example, the 3970X is about two 5950X CPUs, same cache, same amount of threads and cores as two 5950Xs. So it'll perform about the same, but be slightly more efficient, I think, long term. And obviously that would make for a wicked CPU to render out videos and whatnot as well. And stream and everything with as well. But for mining, I think it would be the best price to performance Threadripper. Because as you get higher and higher, like the 3990X, for example, that thing's a beast. 64 cores, 128 threads, enough L3 cache to run the full thing on Raptorium, but its core clocks and everything are slightly slower. It only runs like 2.8 or something. So, and it boosts up to like 3.4 or 3.5 or something. So in order to boost it up to the same clock speeds as what you would be running on the 3970X or even the 5950X and whatnot, you are going to be drawing that extra power to get to the same levels. Now the 3995X Threadripper, which is a monster, what is that, like $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 Canadian? Obviously expensive. It has an increased boost clock, which is on par of the 5950Xs as well as the 3970Xs, which is in the 3.8 range and boost to 4.2, 4.3 or something. And that'd be ultimately the best one to go with. But again, the price to performance dramatically makes that decision worthwhile. So there we go. That's kind of my opinion on those Threadrippers. So I'd probably roll with a 3970X or something, I think. Myself. But again, we'll see what happens with the new Pro series that's dropping in, with the 5000 series Threadrippers that's coming sometime this year, and see what they're looking like. But I think it's still the same thing's going to apply because they are the Pro version is the more expensive version. And they plan on releasing the smaller valued ones later on in the year. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. This is going to be a very interesting year when it comes to CPUs. The 7000 series dropping in the second half. We got the L3, the 3D V-Catch versions of the 5000 series dropping early this year. So I don't know. It's going to be very interesting CPU sides from AMD. What's happening this year? It's going to be a very crazy good year for CPUs, I think. Have I tried helium mining? No, I have not. I don't have a helium miner. I keep talking to these people. They say, yeah, we have stock. We'll be sending this one out. Or, yeah, you can review this one. Or we're catching back orders for these guys. And then all of a sudden they just disappear off the face of the earth. So I have no idea what's going on with helium miners. It seems very weird. But a lot of people are having very good profitability if you set them up right and you got multiple of them. It's going really good. Why does China control the markets on ASICs? Well, that's where the main suppliers, Bitmain and Silicon, I believe all those guys, they're from there. So the main manufacturer companies themselves are from there. Plus, China's the lead capital of like manufacturing. They got everything there. They got so many people. They got all these plants. They just make everything the fastest. And then obviously everybody else out there is most likely third-party sellers. You hate Bobcat? I don't know. I never tried one, so I don't know. I heard people are talking about, what is it? Bobcat and Racks. People have been having bad experiences with it. But again, I cannot confirm or deny any of those allegations because I just don't have any to try out myself. So we'll see. Do you think Verus is good for mining? Veruscoin? Veruscoin, it's a nice profitable coin. It's really good for the Intel Xeon servers. Those PHI CPUs as well, I believe. So Intel's really good for Veruscoin to get some nice mega hash numbers on them. Long term, I don't really know what it's going to do, but it also has a staking platform, so it's almost running a double side, which is good as well. So you can, opt in to get extra rewards through staking Veruscoin as well. So long term, it might be a good way to roll with. I made my first 150 in a month with Bobcat. Nice, nice. Had I purchased Helium coin instead of waiting 9 months for paying for the Bobcat's working good for you, Golden Wolf. Nice, nice. All right, sounds good. Hold on, let me check these other platforms, see if we got some chat here. Are you on the other as well? I was like starting how to explain. Some crazy chat going on the other platform. All right, moving back to the other one. This is crazy. Oh, too many windows open, too many chats happening. Okay, so yeah. Oh yeah, we got to do a quick in the middle thing. No matter what platform you are watching, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button, thumbs up button, heart button, follow button, you know, whatever it is that you are watching on. Hit the button that, you know, makes you love a channel. Oh, we got Black Diamond Dispatch and Christian R. Thank you for your streams. Awesome to have option to chat. No problem. Can I trust StockX for GPU purchases? RTX 3090. StockX. I have no idea. I have never heard of that. What is StockX? Oh, let's have a look. StockX. StockX 3090. I'm not going to catch anything here, am I? StockX. What are you? Canadian 3237. 7.5%, 226 off. What? They're saying you're getting a big it's for sale, guys, because it's not worth very much. Sell this item for $28.95. What? What's going on here? Buy for it's extremely expensive by the looking to me, but I don't know. Change this over to web read here. I don't know what's going on. I've never heard of this site, so I would I do a lot of information checking on this guy. Try contact. They got shoes here. Come on, you're buying a 3090 from the same place that's selling you shoes for $200 and $400 sweaters, and yeah, I don't know. I can't comment right now. I'd say probably don't buy from there. One, it's extremely expensive. Two, I don't know. Moving forward, why are you looking into a 3090? Didn't we just say that 3090s are extremely inefficient, and moving forward, you're going to want to look for efficient GPUs? Also, you probably shouldn't be buying any GPUs right now because they're not going to ROI anytime this year unless Ethereum is extended. We looked up the 3080, buying it at MSRP at a Best Buy drop, which is the Founders Edition, non-LHR. Best case scenario you can get for the cheapest amount of money possible. And you're not even going to ROI that in the next time Ethereum does move over to proof of stake, or at least emerge in its current time frame. So yeah, you're not going to ROI cards anymore if you're buying any time past today, unless Ethereum and Bitcoin and everything, the market moves into a nice northerly faction and hits the moon or something. But yeah, 83090s water cooled. That'd look absolutely awesome. 100%. That would also, I don't even want to know how much that costed. I don't even go near that stuff. I just try to get everything as cheap as possible. So that's MSRP prices. I refuse to pay a scalper. And then liquid cooling looks amazing. Honestly, you know, looking at a liquid cooled rig, it just looks awesome. But that's tacking on another couple $1,000s onto your ROI of everything to make it look like that. So myself, I don't really care about the looks. That's personally just my personal appearance. I get everything as cheap as possible, and I just try to mine ROI and just keep going. I don't spend that extra money to make it look super fancy. But, you know, one day, you know, I would like to, but, you know, I just can't justify the cost of it. 3,500. Wow, A4500s are only 1,500 retail. Are they down? Oh, that's USD though, so that's probably about 2,800 something. A5 4500s. What are A4500s? I have not seen the 4500s. Is that a thing, or did you mean the 5,000s? Liquid cooling gives you a really pretty point of failure. A pretty point. 500 meters of your rewards will diminish. An eBay seller canceled my eBay order because he wanted 2,600. I bid 2,100 because I was fine spending the extra cash. I hope he can't sell his card. Yeah, what next? You know, watch crypto crash even more in 3 days time, and then yeah, that guy's not going to be selling his card at all. He's going to be selling it at for like $1,500 moving forward. What is the next best CPU mineable CPU coin? I don't know. Honestly, CPU mining, I just hang out. I'd roll with Raptorium. I'd roll what is it? What's the other one there? AVN, which I'm currently on. And I don't know, Yatacoin may be okay. We'll see what happens with that. I still got to do testing on that. What else do we got there? There's a few other coins. Obviously, just straight up Monero Ocean. You know, Monero Ocean is nice and profitable. What is it looking like actually? Raptorium mining pool stats. We did see Monero Ocean rolling in at what's it called, second place in the pool list yesterday. Is it still up there? Oh, it's in third place. Our plant picked up. Still a decent amount of hash rate though. But yeah, Monero Ocean, obviously a great platform to CPU mine to. It's awesome. As long as you don't mind getting paid out in XMR. And then you just gotta, if you want to go into a Raptorium smart node, you just gotta exchange that over. If AVN starts releasing nodes into the future here, if they do decide to do that, you know, then you can swap that XMR into AVN, throw that into your own personal node. Now they plan on doing master nodes, not smart nodes. So you're gonna have to start setting up your own node yourself instead of just throwing pieces into it like you do with Raptorium smart nodes and stuff, which is a lot better. In my opinion, like when it comes to ease and everything. What do you think of OCTOMINER cases? OCTOMINER cases are absolutely 100% amazing. And you know what? If you are looking for one, I do have a code right there. Smash it. Oh, I have a whole bunch of codes right there. RabidMining, 25%, $25 off OCTOMINER, 10% off GPURisers.com, 10% off GPURisers.uk, and 2% off at nerdgears.com. I thought that was just my single OCTOMINER code, but it looks like it just had all of them there. Oops. Anyway, moving forward, let's jump into Hive OS here, and we can have a peek because my NVIDIA Ethereum rig is running inside of an OCTOMINER case. And these things are awesome. Let's take a look at it. Boom. Go. Engage. Oh, I got it rejected. Let's see if I change my web thing over here. Oh, you guys can't really see that still. How about this one? There we go. You can kind of see it now. So here is my OCTOMINER case. Looks like I have an update, so I might have to do that. What do we got going on? Team Black Miner case. Stay away. I don't really care about that. So I got two A2000s in here, as you can see. They're 41.3 and 42 mega hash. They are running at 57 degrees each on the core. No thermal pads, nothing done there. This is straight out OCTOMINER case. I only run my fans on my GPUs. Obviously, you can see here 65%. And my OCTOMINER fans, you can set them manually by going up top here. So right here, manual fan speed, I set at 75%. Manual, I don't let it follow the, what's it called, auto fan settings. Auto fans is for my GPUs only. Then I manually run my OCTOMINER at 75%. We got a nice intake and exhaust here, ideas here, as well as your PSU. It tells you your temperature. So this thing's awesome. It's keeping everything nice and cool. This is an RTX 3090, as you can see. We're running 123 mega hash, 49 degrees. This thing is keeping this cool. Founders Edition. No memory pad replacements or anything. So yeah, my GPUs, these things are definitely staying fairly cool. I don't know what's going on with this Zotac. It's sitting at 62. These are core, not memory. But yeah, loving the OCTOMINER. It's awesome. Awesome. I can't wait to get some more of these bad boys in. OCTOMINERs are great. I love them. 100%. Honestly, I don't think I'm ever going to build open frame GPU mining rig again. Unless obviously when a winter or something hits, you're going to see a lot of very, very cheap frames out there and motherboards and whatnot. Then, you know, you pick them up at dirt cheap prices. But moving forward at current profitabilities and everything, to literally build your own GPU mining frame and everything right now, it's only like an extra $100, $150 to order the OCTOMINER X12 Ultra and getting all that extra cooling, the server case, you know, the compatibility. You can stack them on top of each other, you know, so, you know, instead of going out and buying all these rig frames and everything, depending where you get them, you can only spend the extra $100, $150 and actually purchase that. So a lot of people at first are like, oh, the OCTOMINER is so expensive, I can't do it. But if you put together every piece, the power supplies, you know, the motherboards, the PCI Express cables, risers, everything, it's only a couple extra $100 or so to get the OCTOMINER. So that's why I do recommend it now moving forward. And it really does do the job when it comes to cooling. Yeah, no risers needed for OCTOMINERs. That's one of the biggest things to fail when it comes to GPU mining are risers, obviously though. But GPURisers, I have not had one of their risers fail on me yet. Some people in the past have, and it just happens. But they're very good risers as well. But that is one less, you know, thing you don't have to purchase when it comes to building your rig. But what happens if a PCI Express slot goes bad on you, those times 16 ones? Then you're kind of at a bigger hassle. It could happen, but then it might not happen. So you also have to, it has its pros and cons here and there. They're louder. Oh yeah, their fans are definitely loud. If you ramp that thing up to 100%, they're loud. They roar, but they sound awesome at the same time. Oh, hold on guys. I think I got to sneeze. Give me a second. False alarm. I'm back. Oh, hold on. Let me just check some stuff here. The most PSUs you add, the more inefficiency you introduce. That's very true. Unless you order the 94%, that's where server power supplies. And if you do run 240 volt, you run the 94% platinum edition power supplies. I believe the top end OCTOMINER comes with 3 of them of 1200 watts. So that's a total of what? 12, 24, 3600 watts is what that thing can power of 94% efficiency across the board. That's pretty good. You think about it, really. But yeah, as you start adding more though, like the power supplies themselves, they do use power on their own and everything else. And you got to run them within the X amount of levels because there are efficiency curves. ATX efficiency curve. I was looking at a Corsair efficiency curve the other day, and that was actually very interesting to see where the curve was. You know what? Maybe we can look this up. I don't know how accurate this is. Let me just take a look. Corsair ATX efficiency curve. But yeah, efficiency curve of an ATX power supply about 550 to 700 watts is like the prime number for a CPU mining rig. And I was like, wow, this is awesome. I just gotta find it. Web read efficiency curves. Is this the Corsair one? Corsair, open up 850. So look at where the peak is. It's right in here around. Oh, that's a little higher. This one's different than I was looking at. So maybe at the 5. So oh, this is an 850. Let's find a 750 or something. 750. Where are you? Which one's this? That's an 850. What's this? These are all 850s. Come on. Where's the smaller one? What's this one? 650. All right, let's take a look at the 650. That one might be better. 650 RM. Boom. Open up. Oh, it's not very big. Not very big at all. Zoom in a little bit. So look at here. The 200 watt mark is the peak efficiency here on this RM 650. And like I said, when we're running a power supply, so probably a RM, let's just say 550. We'd be running anywhere. We're running in this range here. Now, if you overclock this CPU, if your CPU mining with an X570 motherboard or something, you are pushing the 200 watt mark. So you're already coming down on a 650 watt PSU, coming down off the stock here. So, maybe running at about 4 gigahertz, 4 gigahertz, 1.1 volt on a 59 or 3950X might put you around the 200 watt mark. Remember, that's with your motherboard, your RAM, everything all together. That's a complete system. You may put you right on the peak here of a Corsair RM 650 PSU. This is in 2019. But yeah, right here, 200 watts is the prime here for a 650. Now, if you're running nice and efficient like I usually do, I'm only getting around, I think, on Raptorium, the highest peak I hit was about 130 watts. And on the lowest, it was around 85 or something. So probably a 450 or a 550. We can bring that efficiency peak on a PSU down to here. Now, this is if you plan on building a massive farm. Obviously, you want to save the most amount of power. So you're going to want to run at the highest peak efficiency. So I'm just trying to point that out here. Depending on the CPU, each one, look it up for yours. Efficiency chart. This is the Corsair RM 650. If you were to run this PSU around 200 watts, that is the optimal efficiency power to run this thing at. So I thought that'd be very interesting, that some of you guys may find kind of interesting. I don't know. Maybe you guys don't. Maybe you don't care. Maybe you just run it full bore, overclock 4.4, 4.5 because you can. Overheat everything up. Nitrous liquid cooled stuff. Anyway. If server PSU is there, oh, Looney News. Hey, no problem. I guess you like that. So yeah, look up your PSU, server PSUs, ATX brands. They all have different efficiency curves. So that's why I always recommend, the majority of mining tools you need, obviously a watt meter. See what you are running. Complete system, not just, what your CPU is running, not your GPU. You need to find out where your complete system while mining is sitting. And then you got to find a PSU if you really want to be picky and you want to really run efficient and run, use the least amount of electricity possible. Then you find a PSU that has the peak efficiency curve where you're mining on your mining rigs and whatnot. So yeah, run it inefficient if the goal is to heat the house. Oh yeah, you could definitely do that. If you plan on running it as a heater, just crank everything up, let the wind blow, turn on some extra fans, heat up the world, or at least the house, I guess. Just run one power supply until it can't do it. I always end up using more power when I use two on a rig that can make it with one. Oh, crazy, crazy. Nice. That's definitely a way to go. There's a US reseller, miner dude that sells OCTOMINER cases with his brand name on it. You can buy single cases from him for around 15 to 1600. Yeah, I can't remember if that's a official. I think that might be an official seller of them. They do have a couple in the States. They also have another one in Europe, and obviously OCTOMINER straight out of themselves. I can't remember all the details, but you know what? For sure, I will definitely be looking into it. Walmart is quietly preparing to enter the metaverse. I heard about that. I heard Walmart is. PayPal is looking into their own stable coin. So I don't know if instead of PayPal balance or something, it's going to be like PayPal stablecoin balance. Like, you know, there's a lot of people dabbling into this. It's getting very, very interesting, but I still don't really know how this metaverse is working, because how I understand it, it's a VR world that, you know, Mr. Zuckerberg is trying to create, but then all these other people are trying to adapt their own version of it, or I don't know what's going on. Is there a patent version of it? And technically, if we all look back, DC could literally, you know, sue them all because they invented the metaverse with their comics back in the 60s between the Flash, Superman, and all these different worlds going around. They was all named the metaverse. So DC has the copyrights to this whole word in general. So I don't know what's going on here. That's just my 2 cents. Or is that just me? Anyone agree with that? Come on, let me know. Let me know. Have you ever tried using co-equals processors cards like Intel Xeon PHIs? No, I have not. I kind of talked to him, but that is a good CPU to use on Veruscoin. Matt Electron engineer, and he has one of those bad boys. I don't know if he sold it or not yet. He asked me if I wanted to buy it or not off him because he was dabbling into the Ryzens for Raptorium and AVN and stuff. But I'm pretty sure last I heard he still has it. But he has one of those, and it performs really, really well depending on which one you have on like Veruscoin, which someone asked about earlier. So that's a great CPU right there for Veruscoin for sure. The metaverse will be like the auction of Diablo, where people spend all their time trading currencies rather than playing the actual game. Yeah, very, very true. Yeah, it's gonna be an online Wall Street or something. Co-processor cards. Are you open to chat? And if so, what is the best way to get in touch with you? With me? Discord. I got my email is in the description. Be sure to check that description out. You know, if you're looking to purchase something on Amazon or anything, you know, smash one of those links first. That much appreciates. No extra charge to you. It also helps the channel. You know, I always got to do these little shameless plugs over here and there, because why not? Let me just check out the old other streams here. Do we have some more viewers? What do we got? Is there any way to get temps from the RAM on the GPUs on Hive OS? VRAM temps, not with the NVIDIA cards. There was a recent one for the CMP cards that Hive OS did have an update. You could implement some commands to show your actual memory temperatures. But when it comes to straight out 3000 series and stuff, you cannot see NVIDIA memory temperatures inside of Hive OS at this time. So I hope that helps you out there, Lowbob420. They are legit. They sell high value, good, and rare stuff. What? What's going on? Who does? Oh, that's a mixed chat right there. I gotcha. Yeah, that is a legit site for octominers. Selling skins. The miners have a temp reading. Oh, yeah, they do. For octominer cases, yeah, they show your internal and everything. What do we got here for viewers? I cannot see the likes, guys, but in this chat, I do see 160 viewers and 1 ... for likes. So be sure to hit that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button, thumbs up button, you know, follow button, heart button. I don't know, depending where you are. Hit it. Hit it now. 1, 2. Did you do it? Did you do it? Oh, crazy. Do you have any more questions, guys? Oh, we've been here for a little while now, huh? So, what's going on? Any questions, people, folks? Oh, I think I got attacked in all my other games I was playing. Oh, well. 240 volt, my 5950X system hits max 310 watts on RTM. Oh my gosh, what are you running that thing on? You're smashing out 310 watts? Whoa. That's insane. Kiss Rocks, what do you overclocked at? Like 4.4, 1.3, 1.275 or something? Like, that's insane. That's some high power there. Remember, that's motherboard and everything. And that's why I do recommend when it comes to mining strictly efficiently, a cheap motherboard will work. But if you do plan on boosting those clocks over the 3.8 on the 3950, the 3900, 5900, 5950X to the boost clocks of 4.5 up to 4.8 or something, then you're obviously going to need a lot more voltage. You are going to need the better X570s motherboards, which has the VRAM cooling, the extra fans to keep the motherboard cool. But you also got to remember your RAM's going to be pulling more power. Your motherboard is going to be pulling more power. Obviously, your CPU is going to be pulling more power. So all of it together, that system power, drops that hash to watt ratio a lot every time you go past that 3.8 mark, which is the standard clock speeds. Yeah, anyway, how do you get your AVN hash rate so high? Mine is only 12K per CPU. I have Ryzen 9 3900X. Let's have a look here. So rig 1, well, 3 we can't see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These are all 3.6 all cores at 1 volt. And they're doing 16.6 by the looks of it, 16.7. They're all 3.6 at 1 volt, 3900Xs. Now, rig 7 is a single stick of RAM at 3.8, running 17.6. And rig 8 has 2 sticks of RAM in it, but no XMP profiles. I am not running, I'm not running the 3200 megahertz. I'm only running the 2455 or whatever the default is. I do not run, your overclocking your RAM because it leads to even higher inefficiencies in a hash to watt ratio. So again, no XMP profiles on any of these. 17.58, 2 sticks of RAM, rig 7, 3.8, rig 7, 1 stick of RAM, 17.6. AVN hash rate not affected like we did see in Raptorium. Haven, you would need 2 sticks of RAM. Now rig 9 and 10, these are 3950Xs. I can't remember what their clock speeds are. I'm going to have to go in. I don't know if they're 3.6 or 3.8, but these are rig 9 and 10 are both 3950X CPUs, which are hitting 18.8 and 18.8, I guess. Right in the same, pretty much, by the looks of these things. So that's what those are clocked at. And my rig 3, I believe, is at 3.8 right now. And my 5950X, when I do mine with it, whereas my clock speeds, I'll show you right here. I'll bring this up. So this is my workstation Ryzen Master. Profile 2 is my overclocking. So if I do go to manual, this is running 3.8 at 1 volt as well when I mine on my 5950X. So these are just my little overclock settings. I do plan on running everything at 3.8 and doing some power tests to see how it's rolling with. But I got to adjust some cables and stuff on my rig 1 through 5. Because if you watch some of my previous videos, you notice I'm running 5 of my CPU mining rigs off a single 1200 watt server power supply. So I am going to have to change some plugs around. I got some Anderson plugs, which are good for 30 amp all the way up to 600 volt. But obviously, on a server power supply, we're running 12 volts. So I think that's about 350, 360 or some watts available there. So that should cover the 300 watt picos. So I'm going to be putting those Anderson plugs on, then overclocking it a bit more to 3.8. Black Diamond Dispatch, 5 USD. Thank you very much for the $5 USD donation. Thanks. We'll definitely hit you up on that OCTOMINER purchase. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Can you show me your flight sheet settings? Sure, let's take a look at my flight sheet for AVN. AVN? Is that what you're talking about? Malcolm Espang, is that what you're looking for? We're looking for AVN flight sheet. Flight sheet setting. Boom. We can go right into it if you want. Okay, here it is. What do you want to know? What do you want to look at? Let's adjust this. Let me adjust my screen here. Boom. Oh, it's still, you can kind of see it here. So obviously my coin is AVN. CPU miner, configure the pool in the miner. So I'm going to set up my config right here. And we're on Minotaur X. We got our standard wallet worker name. This is the pool to our plant. And then to set your payout here, I got web password equals CPU test 123. Now you guys know my passwords. You guys can go in there and steal all my funds. Just kidding. You can. It still goes to my wallet address, but you can adjust my payouts and mess me right up on my tests. Anyway, moving forward. Threads. Now this is the little kicker here. So as you can see, you can set your threads here. Now because I am using the CPU miner opt and not SRB miner. SRB miner, you don't have to do this, but with CPU miner opt, you do got to set your threads that will only run half your CPU. Now you see I'm running 23 threads here. You're like, what's going on? Why are you running 23? Why aren't you running 24? And actually, I got to change this now, and I might get a bit more hash rate. So watch this, guys. We'll find out. So right now I'm running 23. These are 3900X CPUs, and some are 35. Actually, it's my 30. I gotta check this out now. I am confused. Now my 3950X, what are they running? They should have a different, I think they have a different flight sheet because they have more threads. Oh, they're running 23 also. What do I got going on here? Anyway, regardless, they're all on the same flight sheet. So we're going to go into here. I'm going to adjust this. I'm going to put this to 33 actually, and we're going to see what happens. So if you run it the exact amount of threads, you could see reboot issues. It doesn't want to start. You may have to restart like 4, 5, 6 times for it to start running on AVN. That's only when using CPUMiner opt, remember. But if you set it at, say, a 3900X or 5900X has 24 threads, set at 23, it boots up just fine. Or if you're running a 3950X or a 5950X, you got 32 threads, so you can run it at 31. But I find if you also put it one higher than what it is, then it'll run just fine. So instead of 32, I'm going to put 33 here, and this will be just fine for my 3900X as well as my 3950X. So we're going to see if we're going to actually boost up our hash rates a little bit here. So we're going to hit apply to all workers. Now, every worker that's using that same flight sheet, all of these are going to reset now. So they're all rebooting under the new thread rate. So I'm going to take a screenshot. We're going to see 16.69. I'm going to take a quick screenshot, see if we get any hash rate boost, because I'm actually less thread. I will be using one more thread, and those 3950X should be using a lot more threads. So I'm just going to paste this in here. Boom, boom. Get in here, copy. I'm just going to crop this down so I can get a quick adjustment. Sorry, I'm wasting you guys' time now trying to do this. But I'm curious. Save 1. Just gonna save it as 1 because why not? Now we can compare that later to see if our hash rates change. While we're waiting for this to do its thing, let's do a quick refresh. Anything start up yet? Boom. All right, everything just started. Whoa, do we see a boom? Oh, we got a little cut up. This is at 23 now though. That's insane. Nothing too major yet. Let's just see what happens. Let everything ramp up a little bit. Why is rig 7 doing 23 kilohash with 1 stick of RAM? There's something weird going on there, that's for sure. Refresh. Let's look at, we're at 19 now. So we are picking up a little bit. What were these at? Were these at 17 or 18? So we are gaining a little bit of hash rate now because I didn't realize that was still going on. So I just picked up more hash rate by adding 1 extra thread and utilizing more of these CPUs on AVN. Now I got to restart my whole week test. Do you believe that? Refresh. Oh, coming down. Look at that. Rig 10 is sitting at 20 now. How much am I getting? Let's just run into our plant right quick and we'll have a look. I don't know how many coins per day I'm actually receiving. Looks like around 9,000 coins a day. 9,800 this day. 87. So anywhere from 80. Oh, these ones only had 7,700 this day. But the last 3-4 days, it looks like I'm 9,000 to 9,800 coins per day mining AVN. Thanks. Now I'm getting 17 kilohash instead of 12. Oh, there you go, Malcolm. So was that your issue? Is only running half your threads probably, right? Am I correct? Is that right? Is that what you had going on there? Boom, refresh. So yeah, we're picking up some hash rate, 21 kilohash, 17, 16, so 19. So yeah, looks like we just boosted our hash rate a little bit because I didn't realize I was still under threading instead of over threading AVN. Exactly. All right. Well, glad we fixed your problem there, Malcolm. Good thing you asked a question or you wouldn't have had an idea. How do I change it in Windows? Okay, we'll do this in Windows right now soon too because I do run this one on Windows. Let's take a look at our Windows miner because why not? CPU, AVN, nope, CPU miner opt. We're going to scroll down to Minotaur. I believe the top one is when I was solo mining. So, hey. All right, so let's adjust my screen so you guys can see my sheet here. Where's my screen? Oh, you guys can't really see that. Let's go to that one. Can you see it there? Oh, it's so bad. But anyway, at the end of your thing, after you put your password or whatever in, just add this command at the end. So I'm just going to copy this. And remember, this will work on 3900Xs. It'll work on 3600s. It'll work on 3950Xs. All it's going to do is say, use this amount of threads. It's going to detect that you don't even have that many threads, and it'll fully utilize your CPU. So I'm going to put this in the live chat. If you guys were curious, you guys can just copy this. That is the command to set your threads for AVN using CPUMiner opt, or CPUMiner opt Windows, the RPlant version for AVN. So hopefully that helps you guys out. There's the command, copy that over, and that'll boost any CPU you got. Unless you're running a Threadripper, then obviously we're going to have to change the threads to something else. So keep that out there as well. What is the CPU you are showing right now? Oh, what do you mean showing right now? These ones? Or my Windows version? The Windows one or the one in here? Like this one right here? This one's a 3900X, 16.61 kilohash, running 3600 megahertz at, or 3.6 gigahertz at 1 volt. Rip through them again. Can you guys see what's going on? Not really. Oh, that way. Like rig 10, this one is a 3950X, 3. I don't know what this is clocked at. I don't know if this one's, I don't know if my 3950X is a 3.6 or 3.8. I'm going to have to go through and find out, but it does look like I have 2 rejected shares. So that sucks. But only on the one rig. Interesting. 33 thread hack. Yeah, there you go. That's called that the Rabid Mining 33 thread hack. Tell it to use more threads than what you really have, and you will utilize that full CPU and maybe more, right? Is that the theory we're rolling with now? Maybe you're boosting that CPU. It's using threads it didn't even know it had. Thank you very much, AMD. We just cracked it. Wide open. Does LA latency matter or affect anything in HiveOS such as it turns red? LA is not your latency. LA is your load average. And here, yeah, let's just run through that again too. That's a really popular question. Some people are saying, you know what, you can change that, but I don't change it. If you saw my last video when I was testing, I don't know what I was testing, but I kind of rolled through that. But you can see, yes, I have a high LA average. All that means I'm using like more than like 1 volt or whatever per thread. So a perfect LA for this, for a 3950X, say, it's 32 threads. So 32, anything above 32, like you can see 32.92, it's going to be red. LA does not matter when you are CPU mining because you're using your CPU a lot more. If you're GPU mining and you see a high LA, you may run into issues. And that's the video I was doing that 4 gigabyte GPU test. I was receiving when I put that on a riser. That card was giving me a high LA. I couldn't SSH in because the way my network was set up, but I was receiving a high LA and it was not mining. So the CPU is trying to work extra hard to get something going. So it's how high LA is telling you that there's an issue going on and something's going on. So you can change this. A lot of people, you know, you guys have been telling me you guys can change this. So I can just go like this, boom, 1, 2. I'm going to set the LA to 2. So now I'm okay because I set my now default setting to 2 LA and it's white. But now say one of my GPU mining rigs starts hitting a high LA, I'm not really going to notice it by looking at all these numbers here. I'm like, okay, whatever. I can't even tell it's white. So I don't recommend to do that. I keep that at 1. If my CPU rig is red, I'm fine with it. No issues. Now, if one of these 3 rigs start hitting a high LA, you got to start looking into some technical difficulties and something is going on in one of these rigs. CPUs, it doesn't matter. So there. Hopefully that kind of helps. Hopefully that answers your question a little bit. I wouldn't recommend changing that because it does change it for everything in there. So keep it as is so that you do have that kind of like a warning message there. More software threads and virtual cores is going to hurt your performance. RabidMining, where do you calculate your AVN profits? I use, wait a minute, let me just have a look here. Let's see here. AVN price. Right here, this one. Boom. You want a link to this as well? I'll post this in the chat as too. This is where I check the AVN price and everything myself. So here we can see AVN is sitting at 0.00951. What did I just say? 9,000 coins, 9,800 or something was our best day so far. So $9.32 at the current price. And AVN was, you know, obviously a lot higher a week or 2 ago. And we've had a little crash here. The whole market had a crash. But right now it looks like about $9.32 on that one day. That was my best day so far. I think that was yesterday. But we're moving forward. I still think Raptorium is probably the best, most profitable coin to mine. Plus, you got the smart nodes in there, and that's not what I want to see. I want to see mine Raptorium. Go. Engage. Engage mine Raptorium. Tell me what's going on here. All right, so let's adjust my screen again. Oh, that's the wrong one now. That one. No, they all fail. That one. Okay, I guess we'll use this one. So now I have all my CPUs rolling. 1, 8, and 2, 8, 9, 10, yeah. $10.30 per day mining Raptorium, about 512 coins. So that's not too bad. Think about it. realistically, especially, you know, I know some people will look at this and be like, only $10 a day. You got 11 rigs, 10 rigs rolling, whatever. No, that's not very much. You know what? 1 gigahash worth of Ethereum, come the end of proof of stake, I'm not even going to be making. I'm going to be at -6 cents or something. I'm going to be at negative $1 a day after Ethereum merge hits. So right now, my CPUs are looking pretty darn good compared to what's happening across the GPUs moving forward into the future. So yeah, that's just me though. XLC 1100 GPU 80 megahash at 110 watts. I submitted my Core 2 Quadro Q95500 benchmarks to Mine Raptorium, but I didn't include it on the page. How long ago, Meow, how long ago did you do that? Did you submit it? You know, maybe send them another message. If you're unfamiliar, who is it? I think it's that Crypto Mine Blocks or Mine Block Crypto. I can't remember his channel right now, but he's the guy that does run that. So, you know, maybe run to one of his videos, send him a message, a comment or whatever. Say, you know what, here's my settings, set it up. Or maybe, depending when he does it, maybe he just hasn't had time to get to it and update his page himself. So it may be coming, it may not. Maybe you got to give him some time. Stuff could be happening in the background. 80 megahash at 110 watts, $1,200. 80 megahash. What is that? GPU 80 megahash. 110 watts on Ethereum, $1,200. Is that a thing? Let me look this up right now. What is this? What is this GPU you're talking about? Copy. Let's look at this. I'm curious. I've never heard of this thing. I've never heard of it. Ethereum blockchain accelerator card. Is that the AMD one? No. What is this thing? Blockchain accelerator card. FPGA accelerator. 50 megahash TDP of 150. Huh. I don't know what this thing is, but something interesting. Oh, what's this? 3 weeks ago, mining tips. See, up to 80 megahash, 110 watts. So already I can tell just by looking at this, he's using software numbers. So he's probably using 120, 130 watts, but that's pretty darn good for 80 megahash. I'm not going to click on these because we are live, but I'm going to have to save this into my things. I'll take a look at this later on. We'll see what happens. Maybe tonight I'll have a Rabid news video. Oh, what is this? Some NFT YouTube promotion email. That's probably not a good thing. FPGA. That's an FPGA? Okay. I wonder what the FPGA is for. You can't use those on Ethereum, can you? No. Maybe. Possibly. I've never dabbled in an FPGA. I've always been curious about it. That's the only thing I don't really have is an FPGA. Crypto McCall's an FPGA guy. Maybe I should turn into an FPGA guy. Remember, I'm trying to cover everything, so I guess I need one. There we go. There's the next project. We got a Threadripper. We got FPGA. You know, things are coming, guys. Things are coming. So far, I have 4 3900X with Beat 550 Tomahawk boards, and I am happy with the outcome so far. Big thanks to you and all the work you do, and for the vids and how-tos. Hey, no problem. I'm always trying to do that and more how-tos. Yeah, I think I'm going to be updating my how to mine Ethereum thing. I know I was thinking about, I was like, really, everyone knows how to mine Ethereum, but it really, compared to last year, things have changed. If you look like example, Flexpool, like it's not just setting up your wallet anymore. You can literally, now you got layer 2 stuff going on here. So you can get paid out either on the main net through Ethereum, or you can swap it over to layer 2 and get paid out with a cheaper transaction fee. And I probably would have had my payout by now if I would have done this, but I'm not. I'm just hanging out with Ethereum, being patient. But, you know, you can get paid out in wrapped Ethereum now using Polygon and everything. So things have changed when it came to mining Ethereum. So I may, you know, do a how to mine Ethereum utilizing both ways to actually link up to this stuff now. So some people may be interested in that. And I just moved off my website. There we go. There we go. All better. Dash. How to mine Dash? Yeah, a lot of people are talking about Dash. I don't think I've ever mined Dash. So that may be a very good thing to look into. And speaking of FPGAs and Chancoin, thank you for showing up, Chancoin. Where were you this morning? We missed you. I did not know Flexpool did that. Fudweiser, you didn't know Flexpool did that? Oh my gosh. Well, now you do. You know they do that now. Time to change it. I'm still on the old Ethereum network. Maybe I'll swap over to Flexpool. But yeah, Flexpool has layer 2. They've had it for about a month now, maybe longer. Can't remember. But I'll definitely have to look into a video for that because it seems like people do not know that Flexpool does that. What do we got going on here? Anything going on in the other chat? People on the other stream, start chatting away. I want to see everybody chat everywhere. We're seeing one platform outperform the chatting platform of the other. But there are viewers everywhere, so you know, keep it. I'm on RTM now on O11 data pools. Yes, nice Ratkoff. But if you are unfamiliar, the news earlier in the live stream, O11 data pool may potentially be shutting down at the end of the month. Still not for sure. Join the Discord so you know for sure. Once the mod, you know, lets us know if that's what he's going to be doing or not for sure. He will be posting it in the O11 Discord channel. So link to Discord is in the description. Check it out. If you're not in Discord, join it now. Do it. Oh, how many viewers and everything we got, guys? 134, and I don't know how many likes. I can't really see that number. So someone tell me. Where's your pool? That's O11. O11 data pool is the pool I am usually on. But you're going to have to need new pools. So I recommend, you know, our plant's actually doing good now when it comes to Raptorium. Monero Ocean is, you know, a huge go-to for me when it comes to mining with a CPU because of the profit switching. You do have to do extra work to cash in that XMR to convert it to Raptorium or whatever you want to convert it to. But you know what? It's still a profitable way to mine with your CPU. What are the other pools out there? Minifacil, I can't remember what it said. Something like that. And Supernova, I think, are the next go-to pools once O11 data does distribute out. I'd love to mine some Dash. It's a 4-digit coin, very undervalued right now. Yeah, you know, there's a while ago people were talking about Dash quite a bit, and then it kind of died down, and now it seems like you guys are talking about it again. So yeah, maybe we'll have to look into that for sure. I've never mined Dash, so maybe it's something to definitely look into. Salty Jim likes Supernova. Yeah, so do I. I've switched to staking instead of mining. 8bits long is now a staker. He's no longer a miner. He's a staker. Isn't RTM a fork of Dash? No, Raptorium is a fork of Bitcoin. Yeah, it's a Bitcoin fork. Is Dash Bitcoin? If Dash was, well, if Raptorium's a, yeah, I don't know. Dash is probably a Bitcoin fork too then, but Raptorium's a Bitcoin fork. Ravencoin is obviously, it's a Bitcoin fork. Then Ravencoin Classic is a Ravencoin fork. And then Ravencoin Lite is a fork of Ravencoin Classic, which rebranded to AVN. So, you know, there's so many forks going on out there. Fork of a fork of a fork. Any update coin I can do with 3060 to make more than $2 for 24 hours? A 3060? You know what? Let's just jump into what to mine. Is that the version 1 or version 2? Let's take a look at the 3060 light hash rate. So version 2. Actually, the version 2 is actually doing about 36 mega hash now. The watts is more than that. It's like 140. No, it's about 120 watts. That's about right. Okay. Can you guys see this? Yes, you can. Maybe I'll just adjust it to that one. And no luck. Nothing $2 USD wise anyway. Maybe if I swap this over to Canadian, it'd be over $2. We could swap maybe to pesos, Mexican. Might be $5 or something. But yeah, looks like the most you're going to be getting out of a 3060 version 2 currently is about $1.49 after power. So not very profitable. Well, nothing's really that profitable currently. What is the 3090 even making these days? You know, I used to see that be like $10, $12. All right, so we're under $5 after power. Remember when this thing was doing like $12, $13, $14 a day by itself? Now we're under $5. 3090 is definitely, guys, don't buy 3090s. I should sell mine or trade it. You know, I bet you I could probably trade. I wonder if I could trade my 3090 for like 2 3080s or, you know, maybe even 2 or 3 36 or 3070s or something. You know, I wonder if that's a thing. I'm going to post an ad. I'm trading my 3090 for 3 3070s or 2 3080s. I'm going to see if I get any hits because the 3090 is extremely inefficient. I don't like that card whatsoever. The 3090 Ti, guys, don't buy it. It's going to be extremely overpriced, and who knows? It may even be LHR for all we know what's going on now. Makes me sad I could only buy 2 3090s and a 3070 LHR. No! Horrible. Law Bob. No, that's bad. So sad to hear. Yeah, I wanted the 3090 to test, but, you know, actually, I didn't fully test it. I tested it that one day. So I still got to go through, you know what? I still have content out of the 3090. So I'm going to have to pull that thing out of there. I have to check out Flux and all these other coins on it, and then I can trade it. But right now, yeah, I don't know. GPU mining, profitability, bump, bump, bump is dropping, guys. It's dropping. It's coming. You guys ready? Any updates to this poll I did? What do we got here? 60% of you are on GPUs. I mean, 60% of you are only on GPUs. If you guys answered this poll correctly, I mean, 60% of the miners watching this stream, the future is not looking good for us at all. It's time to diversify. We got to look into other ways to mine. We got to be able to maximize every coin possible that you can mine when it comes to mining. Time to look into the future. Winfair, what's going on? You got like some big check mark there, so that means you're like massive. Do you think Avian is better to mine now or Raptorium? You know what? Where is my Raptorium test? I don't really know. You know what? I can't do that, or I'll give away next video because I'm testing AVN right now. So this week, because the hash rate's been fairly stable, and last week the Raptorium hash rate been fairly stable. So I can compare those two numbers. Because last week I did mine Raptorium fully for 1 week, and this week I'm doing the AVN thing. So I can compare those back and forth. I can see which one's better. But honestly, even if, like, say, AVN was slightly in the lead in terms of profitability, which I don't think it is currently, but if it was, you're just saying hypothetically, if AVN was in the lead for per day profits, I do think Raptorium has a beat for a couple of reasons. One, the smart nodes is obviously a big factor when it comes to profitability. You're getting a lot more percentage back of your coins from staking it through the smart nodes. And second is the devs are very, very active. They're really busy. They're engaging with their communities and posting and always trying to get listed on other exchanges. And then they also have a little bit of a roadmap of this year's smart contracts and a few other things, potentially maybe even NFTs. I don't know for sure on that one. Will be coming to Raptorium. So they have kind of a direction they want to take the coin, and they're really active about it. So all these things together makes Raptorium a better future coin. AVN is still, no one knows where it's going to go. And they have had a kind of a bad track record. Like first you're a fork of a fork of a fork, and then you go, okay, you turn your Ravencoin Lite, which didn't really do too well. A lot of mistakes and hiccups happened. So then they just rebranded the whole thing into AVN. And now we're where we are at today, but there's no future on the coin yet. So it's a 100% spec mine when it comes to AVN, and we don't know which direction it's going to go. So hopefully sometime towards the end of this month or next month, according to their roadmap, they're going to start releasing what they're going to do with the coin. And once they do release those notes, we'll have a better idea, which may be a better future coin to go with. So right now I do, long answer there, but I think Raptorium is probably the better way to roll with moving forward currently. But again, next year that could change depending on what AVN decides to do with their coin. If that makes sense to you guys that are listening to that. Eth2 date, no idea. All I know about Ethereum 2.0, actually Ethereum 2.0 probably isn't until like the end of the year or something, but we're not talking about Ethereum 2.0. What really matters when it comes to miners is the merge. The merge is happening before Ethereum 2.0, and that is set for June or July-ish of this year. So we only have, what is it? It's January now, February, March, April, May, June. So about 5-6 months maybe left of Ethereum mining. And then that switch will be flipped, and it'll be moving over to the proof of stake type of validation system. But it's still a one-way trip. Once they do that, as long as everything is okay on their end, you still can't pull Ethereum out of 2.0. They still have to implement sharding and everything after the merge goes through. The merge is just the end of mining it with GPUs and everything. They still have to implement the sharding and everything. And that's where Ethereum 2.0 is the middle ground from the merge where we can no longer mine it to Ethereum 2.0, them working to build up sharding, and then Ethereum 2.2 is no longer a one-way trip to it. That makes sense as well. I like Ubic. I hear quite a bit about Ubic lately. Babycoin. I don't know what's going on with that one. I've been like 3-4 days in a row, people are asking about Babycoin. Is that a thing? I have no idea. But you know what? It's crypto. Dogecoin did what it did. Maybe Babycoin will do it. I have no idea. I don't recommend checking out any of these small coins. But you know what? If it's a low hash rate, low difficulty, low hash rate, and you're mining a massive amount of coins and it's worth like a cent or under a cent and you're making a decent amount per day, why not? If you can sell and exchange it, why not do it? If you're making something out of it, do it. But, I don't really know about these coins or what's going on. But spec mining is a good thing. You can it can be very, very profitable if you do it right. Gregory, the only issue with FPGAs is they are only useful when the devs support them. As soon as the dev stops, they're useless unless you know how it's constructed. Yeah, very true, because you got to constantly program them and all sorts of stuff like that. I got my 3090s for 2250 CX3s and 2499 for my FTW3 Canadian monies. Canadians, how much did I pay? I don't even know what I paid for my 3090. I'm going to look up Best Buy and see. Best Buy, where are you? Web read. Best Buy 3090. How much did I pay for my 3090? It's 2049 plus GST, so 2049 times 1.05. So I paid $21.51. $2,151 is what I paid with taxes for my 3090. And what's the 3080 going for? Let's go back over there. 3080. 3080 is rolling for 3070 Ti. 3080 Ti. Where's the founders? 3080 right here. So 1029. I still have yet to get one of these. These ones, this is the GPU I do want to try to get to test out. But again, I know it's not as efficient as the other ones. I'm better off with a 3070, 3060 Ti when it comes to efficiency in mining. Literally in crypto, smaller is better. So yeah, no lies. Times 1.05. So $1,080 Canadian for a 3080. I know those prices are like unheard of. You told someone, you know, oh, I got my 3080 for slightly over $1,000. They're like, yeah, right. Keep dreaming, buddy. No, for real, legit. I stood in line all night at Best Buy, but I did it. 2,300 plus tax in Canadian, January 2021. ASIC tough. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like all the AABs, their GPUs cost more because they have the increased clock speeds, you know, all sorts of stuff that makes their AIB better than the other AIBs because they're competing for gamers and whatever else, those extra boost clocks. Now, when I was trying to calculate, when I was talking about the future of mining with Ethereum only having 5 months left or something, I was using these prices that I just showed you that I could get it for. A Founders Edition, which is the cheapest version of the card you can get at MSRP, and the current profitability, you're not going to ROI these cards. So right away, if you go out and buy a 3090 from ASIC or something else, you're already spending a couple $100 more, which adds onto that ROI. And you may only have like, you know, $100, $200 left to ROI your card come the end of Ethereum. But now if you're losing money on mining Ravencoin or Ergo or something else based on the merge, you know, your ROI goes from now I had only 1 month left to ROI to 2 years down the road of an ROI from only $200. Like, you know, things are going to dramatically change when it comes to GPU mining moving forward in the future. The cards available in your country. There's no cards available in Canada ever, unless you stand in line at Best Buy. Hopefully we get lucky and there's a drop this week, though. That'd be pretty sweet. All you Canadians out there, I will keep you updated in Discord and all. As soon as I find out if there is a drop, I will be letting you guys know. And I will be heading out there probably. That's the only time I'm going to buy a GPU, is if I stand in line at Best Buy. It's a non-LHR. Actually, at this point, LHR won't really matter because, you know, Flux and stuff. Ergo is pretty much 100% unlocked now. So an LHR card is fine, but I'm still trying to shoot for a Founders Edition 3080 because I don't have, that's like the only card I don't have yet. But if I really had to get down to it, you know, I'm fine with a 3070 or something of any other brand in the bitter end. Micro Center in the US. Sup, Rabid? Hey, what's going on, Runas? What's happening? Let's do a quick throw through here. I have some tags or something. I don't know how this platform works. Yes, I got them both from Best Buy last January. Nice. Lobbob 420, both in Best Buy. That's sweet. Congrats. Good stuff. All right, guys. So do we have any last minute questions? We've been here for, wow, we've been here for a couple hours. That's insane. This is like my longest stream ever. You guys are awesome. You guys we had a lot to talk about. It was a busy day. Might have to go live again tomorrow just because. Should we? I don't know. We'll see what happens. I gotta record some videos and stuff for tomorrow still. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a busy day today. Insane. Did you have a good birthday? I had a great birthday. I didn't have any thread rippers or anyone show up, so thanks a lot, AMD, for that, you know. But other than that, yeah, it was a pretty good day. Birthday was good. Are you interested in any ASICs right now? Oh, yes, I am. For sure. My go-to ASICs, you know what? Let's just go to ASIC miner value. I always, you know what? I guess we're going to have a longer stream still. So, ASIC miner value. Let's check this out. Boom. ASIC miner value, profitabilities. Okay, so I am interested in the Goldshell KD6, not because it's the top one. You guys can't even see that, can you? Let me adjust my... Oh, I'm still on web read. What's going on here? Why aren't you showing me a good... I guess we'll go with this one. So, the Goldshell KD6 is coming in April of 2022. So, coming in the future. So, it may be in a crypto winter. It may not. But this is the latest Kadena miner. $181 a day. As we know, Kadena has pumped and, you know, it's been looking very good. I do believe its profitability is actually coming down. Yeah, it's way down now because crypto's been coming down, but insane. I definitely love to get my hands on a KD6 100%. 26.3 terahash at 2630 watts. $181 a day. How can you argue that? Bitmain Antminer E9, 3 gigahash on Ethereum. You could throw that in the garbage right now. It's probably going to be coming soon forever. Not going to happen. KD5, that's another amazing one. Mostly Kadena miners, Ethash miners, stay away from. Don't care about Ethash miners at this point in time. There's a bunch of Kadena miners here. Those IB Link looks fairly profitable, yeah. L7 is my next. Probably my two main go-tos would be a Kadena miner or an L7. Because L7, if you're unfamiliar, that is the Big Mac Daddy upgraded to the Antminer L3 Plus and Antminer L3 Plus Plus, which is, you know, a very popular miner to a lot of people. So the L7, 9.5 gigahash. That's insane. $76 a day in current profitability. If you want to work that out to hash rate the power, this is about, if you have an Antminer L3 Plus, this is about 19 Antminer L3 Pluses mining together as one, and it uses the power of only about 5.5 of them. So extremely efficient, extremely profitable, and Litecoin is set to have next year sometime. So group it all up this year as you can. We have 1 year till Litecoin halving, and then maybe the price will boost up. Again, same thing kind of came across Ravencoin, but I think Litecoin, you know, has a stronger and bigger network than Ravencoin does. But that's just me. I don't really know for sure. So Litecoin could see a nice boost sometime next year, especially sometime in the next big bull run. So right now is a prime time for Litecoin mining, in my honest opinion, I think, moving forward. So L7, obviously a big beast to look into. And yeah, so pretty much Script and Kadena miners are my really only go-to. I've heard a few things. I believe Eagle Song is, I had some coin. Was that you, Tech Man? Are you still here? Was that you that told me you ordered one of those KD boxes? Not the KD, but the HD box or something. It's one of these algorithms. You know, we can look it up. Where are those boxes? Let's look up a box. One of them is fairly profitable. And actually, these boxes are extremely efficient. Look at this guy right here. This KD box. $10 a day. It's only using 205 watts, guys. Obviously, it is sold out everywhere. Mini Doge miners. They're slightly more efficient, actually, than an Antminer L3 Plus. But I think price-to-price comparison, you may be better off with an Antminer. Let me just check this out really quick here. Goldshell, Mini Doge. Click it in, $1 a day. They are slightly more efficient than an Antminer if you were to stack them up. But cheapest price here is from Goldshell, $700. So $700, best case scenario that you can buy this for. Now, an Antminer L3 Plus currently is about 4 of these things together or something. So let's just take a look at that. Antminer at L3, where are you? L3 Plus. So we want the 504 version. Because you can mod this, and it doesn't actually use 800 watts. As you know, the one I have Hivon firmware in there. It is doing 504 megahash, but only 660 watts. And it is confirmed at the wall. It's 660 watts, not 800. And if you look at the price here, like, look at that. $700 for the Mini Doge, or here's in stock, 1,800 Canadian or USD, $700. So, and I think 3 or 4 of these. Oh, my throat is getting so dry. So you need 3 or 4 Mini Doge miners, $700 a piece is putting you over $2,000, where a single Antminer right here in stock is saying $1,800. So an Antminer L3 Plus seems a little better. The mini doges, you're using slightly less power, but the mega hash per watt ratio is within like 0.003 or 4 or something like that. I can do that right quick actually and find out. So what do we got here for efficiencies here? Even though this is an older miner, we got 504 mega hash. We're going to divide that by 660 watts, not 800 like I said. So I have 0.76 mega hash per watt. And if we look at the mini doge here, mini doge miner, what do you got here for efficiency ratings? Remember, they're mine script coins. They're the same miner, just like a little baby type of version. So now we're using 233 watts for, where's the mega hash? 185. So 0.76 hash to watt ratio on the L3 Plus. And now we're going to have 185 divided by 233. We have 0.79. So a 0.01 hash to watt ratio difference here. So to make up that power consumption cost is going to take years. So I think you're better off with an Antminer L3 Plus or something over the mini doge, because it's going to cost more to get the same amount of hash rate, between the two, if that makes sense. All right. Anyway. All right, guys. So my throat is drying way up on me. I'm getting dry. I can like barely even talk anymore. So I am going to have to wrap this up. I'm so sorry. Maybe we'll do another live stream tomorrow or, 2 days time or something, but much appreciated. I thank all you guys for showing up. Be sure to hit that good old subscribe button, follow button, heart, bell notification, whatever it is that you are watching on. I'll see you guys on the next one. Rabid out.